Big ideas for small spaces, tiny front yard landscaping and outdoor design Oasis. Welcome to a vision of possibility, where limited space is no longer a barrier, but rather the beginning of creativity. Picture yourself approaching a home where the front yard is compact, maybe just a few steps from the street to the door, yet every element has been shaped with intention and style. Instead of seeing constraints, we see opportunities. Opportunities to craft beauty, to create functionality, and to express personal identity right outside the front entrance. The art of designing small front yards is not about compromise. It is about maximizing impact. When space is tight, every line, every texture, and every plant matters. The first impression of a home begins with its entryway, and this small piece of outdoor real estate holds the power to set the tone for everything beyond the front door. In today's world, where urban living often reduces outdoor space, the challenge of working with compact yards has become one of the most exciting movements in architectural landscaping. Designing for small spaces begins with clarity of vision. A well-planned front yard should tell a story. It could be a story of serenity, where soft greenery flows gently along a narrow walkway, or a story of energy, where bold plantings and sculptural elements create a dramatic welcome. The key is understanding proportion. Tall vertical features, for example, can shift the eye upward, creating the illusion of expansiveness. A vertical garden, a climbing vine, or even a tall, narrow water feature allows a yard with limited square footage to feel open and grand. Color palettes also play a significant role. In small landscapes, the colors we choose become magnified. Muted tones can produce a calm, minimalist aesthetic, ideal for modern architectural facades, while brighter hues, perhaps a cluster of flowering plants at the edge of a pathway, bring vibrancy and joy. The goal is balance, enough variety to capture attention, but enough cohesion to prevent visual clutter. A small yard cannot afford chaos. It thrives on harmony. Another essential consideration is movement. Where does the eye travel when someone looks at the yard from the street? A graceful curve in a pathway, a line of low hedges leading to the front steps, or a strategic placement of lighting can guide the visitor seamlessly. This choreography of sightlines and movement is where design elevates a space from simple decoration to architectural storytelling. Trends in small front yard design today emphasize sustainability and functionality. Drought-tolerant plantings, native species, and permeable hardscapes reflect both ecological responsibility and modern aesthetics. These choices not only reduce maintenance, but also align with the global movement toward greener, more conscious living. At the same time, technology is becoming part of the landscape itself. Smart irrigation systems, solar-powered path lights, and modular furniture that folds or stacks for convenience speak to a future where every design decision serves multiple purposes. One cannot underestimate the psychological effect of a thoughtfully designed entrance. A cozy seating corner in a front yard, even just a pair of chairs with a small table, transforms the space from a transition zone into a living area. It signals hospitality, relaxation, and a lifestyle that values outdoor living. When neighbors pass by and see people enjoying their front garden, a sense of community grows. Small yards designed well create large impacts not only on property value, but also on human connection. Architectural style naturally influences landscaping choices. A minimalist concrete facade pairs beautifully with structured plantings, clean lines, and subtle textures. A cottage-inspired home thrives with layers of blooms, climbing roses, and whimsical pathways. The trend of blending architecture and landscape into one cohesive narrative is stronger than ever. The exterior should not be an afterthought, but rather a continuation of the home's character. Lighting, too, plays a transformative role in small front yards. During the day, natural sunlight highlights textures, colors, and forms. But at night, carefully placed LED spotlights or soft ground lighting can add dimension, drama, and safety. In a limited space, the right lighting plan can double the perceived size, create depth, and extend usability into the evening hours. Furniture and decor elements should be chosen with precision. In small yards, oversized furniture can overwhelm the space. Compact, modular, or built-in options offer flexibility while maintaining openness. Decor accents such as sculptural planters, wall art for exterior walls, or even a small fire feature can create focal points that elevate the yard from ordinary to extraordinary. One of the most innovative strategies in small front yard design is the use of multifunctional elements. A planter box that also serves as a bench, a retaining wall that doubles as extra seating, or steps that integrate hidden lighting not only conserve space but also add elegance. Every inch is carefully considered, every feature designed to perform more than one role. This way, the yard feels larger, more purposeful, and more inviting. We are also witnessing a rise in the use of vertical and rooftop solutions in dense urban areas. For homes without traditional front yards, creative installations like vertical gardens, hanging planters, and green facades provide greenery where ground space is absent. These innovations are part of the broader architectural movement toward biophilic design, connecting people with nature even in the most compact environments. Finally, consider the emotional journey. When someone steps from the street toward the home, the front yard should evoke emotion. Perhaps it is a sense of calm, achieved through symmetry, water features, and greenery. Perhaps it is a sense of vibrancy, achieved through bold textures, asymmetry, and eclectic decor. The future of front yard landscaping lies not just in aesthetics, but in creating experiences. Small spaces, when thoughtfully designed, offer some of the most powerful experiences of all. This is not merely about beautification. It is about lifestyle. It is about reimagining the role of outdoor space in modern living. The tiny front yard becomes a stage upon which architecture, sustainability, design trends, and personal taste perform in unison. By embracing creativity, innovation, and thoughtful planning, small spaces are no longer secondary. They are showcases of possibility, proving that size is never the limit when vision is clear. As we move deeper into the exploration of transforming compact front yards, it is essential to understand how trends in design are shaping the future of outdoor living. The world of architecture and landscaping is no longer divided into separate categories of interior and exterior. Instead, they merge seamlessly, with the yard acting as an extension of the living space. This merging of boundaries opens doors for innovation and allows even the smallest yard to serve as both a sanctuary and a statement. The first step in shaping tomorrow's outdoor trends is the concept of purposeful zoning. Just as interior design divides rooms by function, small yards can also be divided into zones. A tiny corner near the entrance might become a welcoming garden with aromatic herbs, offering sensory delight as one passes through. Another narrow strip could be transformed into a display of sculptural grasses or a water feature that adds movement and sound. With careful zoning, even a 6-foot-wide yard can contain multiple experiences, each one enhancing the overall impression. Sustainability is not just a buzzword, but a necessity in modern design, and small front yards provide the perfect canvas to demonstrate ecological responsibility. Rain gardens, for example, are becoming a popular solution in limited spaces. By channeling rainwater into a designated area with water-loving plants, homeowners can reduce runoff, manage drainage, and create a lush green feature that thrives naturally. Similarly, permeable pavers for walkways allow water to seep back into the ground, blending aesthetic appeal with environmental awareness. Technology is also influencing outdoor design in profound ways. Smart gardens, where irrigation systems respond to weather data, ensure that plants receive only the water they need. Lighting systems, controlled remotely, create different moods depending on the occasion. Imagine a front yard that glows warmly for everyday evenings, but shifts into a brighter, more festive setting when hosting guests. The integration of technology into small landscapes reflects a larger trend. Outdoor spaces are becoming intelligent, responsive, and adaptable. In addition to sustainability and technology, cultural influences are reshaping landscaping ideas. The rise of minimalism in architecture has encouraged landscapes that are structured, restrained, and calming. Instead of dozens of plant varieties, a minimalist front yard might feature a few carefully chosen species, repeated in rhythm to create a sense of order. On the other end of the spectrum, The global love for eclectic and bohemian styles has also entered outdoor design. This trend celebrates diversity with a mixture of textures, patterns, and unexpected decor that feels curated yet casual. Another powerful movement is the emphasis on food and function. Small yards are no longer designed solely for visual appeal. They are increasingly places of productivity. Edible landscaping integrates herbs, vegetables, and fruit-bearing plants into the design, allowing homeowners to harvest from their front yards. Imagine stepping outside to pick fresh basil, strawberries, or cherry tomatoes right from a beautifully arranged planter near the entrance. This trend combines practicality with aesthetics, blurring the line between garden and dining table. Furniture in compact yards is also evolving to meet modern needs. Foldable chairs, lightweight stools, and modular benches allow for flexibility, giving residents the option to adapt their space depending on the occasion. Built-in seating, often integrated into retaining walls or planter boxes, maximizes function without cluttering the yard. These small adjustments create opportunities for social connection. Even a narrow patio can become a space for conversation, coffee, or contemplation with the right seating solution. Another aspect of design is the role of art in outdoor spaces. Sculptural pieces, wall-mounted installations, or even painted murals can turn a small wall into a centerpiece. This merging of art and architecture ensures that no corner feels wasted. In fact, small yards often benefit from bold gestures, as a single striking element can define the entire atmosphere. Whether it is a statement planter, a vertical trellis with geometric lines, or an abstract water feature, art transforms compact spaces into memorable experiences. Lighting continues to play a critical role, particularly in enhancing safety and ambiance. Pathway lights ensure functionality, while accent lights highlight architectural features or plant arrangements. String lights, once reserved for backyards and patios, are increasingly seen in front yards, creating a warm, inviting glow that reflects a lifestyle of hospitality. As technology advances, energy-efficient LEDs and solar-powered options make this both cost-effective and sustainable. As we observe design trends in urban environments, it becomes clear that compact front yards are not just about curb appeal. They are about creating meaningful interactions between people and their environments. A thoughtfully designed yard encourages neighbors to linger for conversation, children to play in safe spaces, and homeowners to step outside more often. These micro-landscapes have the power to strengthen communities. Looking toward the future, we can anticipate more integration of biophilic design principles. This approach emphasizes our innate connection to nature and seeks to replicate natural patterns within urban landscapes. Even in a space that measures only a few square feet, the careful arrangement of greenery, natural textures, and organic forms can reduce stress and improve well-being. This is not a passing trend, but a growing philosophy that resonates with modern lifestyles. Climate change and urban density are also shaping the future of small front yards. Designers are now prioritizing resilience, plants chosen not only for beauty, but also for their ability to withstand heat, drought, or flooding. Flexible designs that adapt to environmental changes are becoming a necessity. For example, movable planters allow residents to shift greenery as conditions evolve, while shade structures can be adjusted to manage rising temperatures. These design strategies ensure that small yards remain usable and enjoyable in changing climates. Materials used in landscaping are also evolving. Natural stone, reclaimed wood, and recycled composites are increasingly popular, not only for their aesthetic qualities, but also for their sustainability. In small yards, the texture of these materials becomes especially important as visitors engage with them up close. A stone pathway with a tactile surface or a wooden bench that shows natural grain brings authenticity and warmth, grounding the design in nature. Finally, the role of personalization cannot be overstated. Every front yard, no matter how small, reflects the character of those who live inside the home. Whether through a favorite color palette, a cultural influence, or a cherished plant species, design is becoming less about following a rigid trend and more about expressing identity. The future of landscaping celebrates individuality, encouraging homeowners to craft spaces that resonate with their stories, values, and aspirations. In this new era, the tiny front yard is no longer seen as a limitation. It is a canvas, a laboratory for experimentation, and a showcase for modern design thinking. Trends may come and go, but the principle remains constant. The smallest spaces, when designed with intention, can deliver the grandest experiences. By blending sustainability, technology, culture, and personal expression, the next generation of small front yards will not only enhance homes, but also redefine the way we live with nature in our daily lives. The evolution of small front yard design does not stop at aesthetics or even at sustainability. It extends into the realm of lifestyle and the future of how we inhabit space. In many ways, the compact front yard becomes a mirror of broader architectural and cultural shifts. As homes adapt to modern challenges, urban density, environmental concerns, and shifting social patterns, the yard becomes a symbol of resilience and creativity. It reflects a vision of living where beauty, function, and responsibility are seamlessly integrated. One of the most defining elements of future-focused design is the fusion of indoor and outdoor living. Architects increasingly blur the line between the threshold of the home and the yard. Large glass doors, extended entry platforms, and transitional flooring bring continuity, so that stepping outside feels like entering another room of the house. In small yards, this design approach is particularly powerful because it makes the limited space feel like a natural extension of the interior rather than a separate, constrained zone. The yard no longer ends at the wall. It becomes part of the living environment. Wellness is another driver of change. In a fast-paced world, even a few square feet of outdoor greenery can provide a sanctuary for mental health. Designers are now paying greater attention to sensory experiences. The sound of trickling water, the fragrance of lavender or jasmine, the touch of textured stone beneath the feet. These details, often subtle, have profound psychological effects. They turn a simple entrance into a retreat, a space where the mind resets before entering the home or heading out into the world. The future of design emphasizes this therapeutic role, ensuring that even the smallest yards contribute to holistic well-being. Community interaction also plays a growing role. The front yard is not just about the individual homeowner, but about the shared environment. By creating inviting spaces, homeowners contribute to the overall character of the neighborhood. Seating corners near the entry encourage spontaneous conversations with neighbors. Green facades or shared planters along property lines can connect households through collaborative care. In urban areas where people often feel isolated, these small interventions transform the front yard into a bridge between private and public life, strengthening social bonds. A defining characteristic of tomorrow's design language is adaptability. Small yards need to perform multiple functions depending on the time of day or the season. A paved zone might serve as a seating area during summer evenings, but double as a play space for children in the daytime. Modular planters can be rearranged to freshen the look or to respond to seasonal planting. Shade structures that retract or extend allow the yard to adapt to shifting weather patterns. This flexibility reflects a larger architectural movement toward responsive, multifunctional design that ensures resilience in a world of uncertainty. Sustainability will continue to evolve as both a necessity and a trend. In future front yards, we will see more emphasis on regenerative practices. Yards will not only minimize environmental impact, but actively restore ecosystems. Pollinator-friendly gardens will support bees and butterflies, while native plantings will reduce water usage and foster biodiversity. Rainwater harvesting systems may be integrated into design elements like decorative barrels or concealed underground tanks, ensuring that even the smallest yards contribute to larger ecological goals. Materials and craftsmanship will also adapt to this vision. Future landscapes will likely feature a balance of natural and innovative materials. Bamboo, recycled stone composites, and biodegradable decor pieces may become staples, reflecting a desire for low-impact solutions. At the same time, advanced materials, lightweight yet durable composites, surfaces that self-clean or resist pollution will emerge, offering longevity and low maintenance for busy homeowners. The tactile experience of these materials will continue to be crucial in compact yards where every surface is within arm's reach. Technology, already reshaping the present, will only deepen its role in outdoor design. Beyond smart irrigation and lighting, we can expect augmented reality tools that allow homeowners to visualize designs before implementing them. Virtual assistants could integrate with outdoor systems, adjusting water flow, lighting intensity, or even suggesting seasonal planning schemes based on data. In the future, the yard becomes not just a passive space, but an intelligent partner in daily life, adapting to its residents' needs while conserving resources. The global nature of design trends also means that front yards will draw from diverse cultural influences. Japanese Zen gardens may inspire minimalist spaces that focus on stone, moss, and water. Mediterranean courtyards may influence color palettes, textures, and fragrant plant choices. Contemporary urban art may infuse small yards with bold statements through murals or sculptural pieces. This cultural blending ensures that design remains dynamic, offering endless opportunities for personalization and expression. Personal identity remains the heartbeat of small yard design. In the future, individuality will matter even more than trend. Homeowners will be encouraged to embrace their values and stories, embedding them into the design of their front yard. For one person, that may mean creating a low-maintenance, eco-conscious garden as a reflection of their environmental ethos. For another, it may mean a vibrant, eclectic yard filled with bold colors and art, representing a lively personality. The best designs will be those that resonate deeply with the people who inhabit them, making each yard unique, memorable, and authentic. Ultimately, the message of future design is empowerment. A small front yard does not dictate limitations, it invites innovation. It challenges us to think differently, to question assumptions about space, and to celebrate creativity. What once might have been overlooked as an insignificant patch of land is now recognized as a stage where architecture, art, nature, and technology perform together. As we look ahead, one truth becomes clear. The future belongs to designs that are intentional. Every choice, from the type of stone underfoot to the lighting that illuminates the path, carries meaning. Every inch of space matters. And when these elements are combined with vision, care, and creativity, even the tiniest front yard can become not just an outdoor space, but a destination, an experience, and a legacy. The journey of transforming small spaces into big ideas is far from complete. It is an ongoing exploration, guided by the forces of culture, climate, and imagination. The compact front yard stands at the forefront of this evolution, proving that beauty and innovation thrive not in abundance of space, but in abundance of vision. And as trends continue to evolve, the yards of the future will remind us of a timeless truth: that design at its best is not about scale, but about impact. The smallest oasis, when crafted with intention, can inspire endlessly, enrich lives, and redefine what it means to call a place home.